What if the wrong vegetables on your plate are silently pushing your blood sugar to dangerous levels, leading to nerve damage, kidney failure, heart attacks, or even blindness? Studies show that just one serving of certain high-carb vegetables can spike your blood sugar by over 50% after a meal. And over time, these repeated spikes can increase the risk of diabetic complications by up to 60%. But here's the thing. Some vegetables can actually help regulate blood sugar, protect your nerves, and support your heart, kidneys, and vision, while others might be doing the exact opposite. In this video, I'll reveal the 5 best vegetables that stabilize blood sugar naturally, and the 5 worst vegetables that could be silently damaging your health without you even realizing it. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to eat and what to avoid to take back control of your diabetes before it's too late. Let's start with the 5 best vegetables for diabetics. First on list, zucchini. Zucchini is a low-carb, high-fiber vegetable that can be a game changer for people with diabetes. A half cup of cooked zucchini, about 90 grams, has only 17 calories, 3.1 grams of carbohydrates, 1 gram of fiber, and almost no fat. The glycemic index of zucchini is around 15, meaning it digests slowly and doesn't cause sharp blood sugar spikes. What makes zucchini special is its soluble fiber, especially pectin. Pectin forms a gel in the digestive system, slowing sugar absorption and helping stabilize blood sugar after meals. Research shows pectin-rich foods like zucchini can reduce post-meal glucose spikes by up to 20%. Zucchini also supports heart health, which is crucial for people with diabetes. It provides about 280 milligrams of potassium per half cup, 6% of your daily value, helping control blood pressure and ease strain on the heart. Its antioxidants, especially lutein and zeaxanthin, protect your eyes from diabetic retinopathy, while its vitamin C, 9.4 milligrams, 10% of daily value, and folate, 14 micrograms, 4% of daily value, support nerve health and immune function. With over 90% water, zucchini also helps with hydration and digestion, key factors in weight and glucose control. For the best benefits, aim for 1 cup of cooked zucchini, about 180 grams per meal. That's a balanced portion that delivers fiber without overloading your plate. The best way to enjoy zucchini is lightly sautéed in olive oil for 5 minutes or grilled for 3 to 4 minutes per side. This keeps the antioxidants intact and adds healthy fats that help stabilize blood sugar. Just one note. While zucchini is generally safe, if you have kidney issues or are on potassium-restricted diets, it's worth keeping an eye on your intake, as zucchini does contribute some potassium to your daily total. Second on list, broccoli. Broccoli is one of the most powerful vegetables you can add to a diabetes-friendly plate. It's low in carbs but high in fiber, vitamins, and antioxidants that protect against the silent damage diabetes can cause. A half cup of cooked broccoli, about 78 grams, has only 27 calories, 5.1 grams of total carbohydrates, 2.6 grams of fiber, and a glycemic index of just 10, one of the lowest you'll find. This means it digests slowly and keeps your blood sugar steady after meals. Broccoli is rich in sulforaphane, a natural compound that activates detox enzymes and helps protect cells from oxidative stress, a major factor in diabetic complications like neuropathy and kidney damage. Research suggests sulforaphane may improve insulin sensitivity and even lower fasting blood sugar by up to 10% in people with type 2 diabetes. Broccoli is also a heart helper, providing 228 milligrams of potassium per half cup, about 5% of your daily value, to support healthy blood pressure. Its vitamin C content is impressive, 51 milligrams per half cup, which is 57% of your daily value, helping strengthen your immune system and protect against infections. Plus, you get folate, 13% of daily value, vitamin K, 85% of daily value, and small amounts of calcium, magnesium, and iron, all of which support nerve health, bone strength, and better blood circulation. The antioxidants in broccoli, including lutein and zeaxanthin, also protect your eyes from diabetic retinopathy and macular degeneration. For the best results, aim for about 1 cup of cooked broccoli per meal. That's a safe portion that delivers maximum fiber and antioxidants without too many carbs. The ideal way to cook broccoli is to steam it gently for 3 to 5 minutes. This keeps the sulforaphane and vitamin C intact. If you overcook it, you risk losing these valuable compounds. A quick stir-fry in olive oil with garlic also works well, adding healthy fats to help absorb fat-soluble vitamins like K and lutein. Here's a tip most people miss. If you're taking blood-thinning medications like warfarin, be mindful of broccoli's high vitamin K content, as it can affect how your medicine works. Always check with your doctor if you're unsure. Third on list, cauliflower. Cauliflower is more than just a white vegetable on your plate. It's a blood sugar stabilizer packed with compounds that support diabetic health from the inside out. A half cup of cooked cauliflower, about 62 grams, has only 14 calories, 2.6 grams of total carbohydrates, 1.3 grams of fiber, and almost no fat, making it a smart choice for anyone watching their blood sugar. With a glycemic index of just 10, cauliflower digests slowly, helping to avoid glucose spikes. The real power lies in its unique plant compounds, especially glucosinolates and isothiocyanates like sulforaphane. These antioxidants help reduce inflammation, protect blood vessels, and may improve insulin sensitivity over time. In fact, research suggests that regular cauliflower intake can reduce fasting blood sugar by up to 8% and lower markers of oxidative stress that contribute to diabetic nerve and kidney damage. Cauliflower also offers a surprising mix of essential nutrients: 142 milligrams of potassium per half cup, about 3% of your daily value; 27 milligrams of vitamin C, 30% of your daily value; and small amounts of folate, 24 micrograms or 6% of daily value; for nerve health, vitamin K, 8 micrograms or 7% of daily value; for blood clotting, and choline for brain support. It's low in carbs but high in fiber, making it a gut-friendly option that also helps with weight management and blood sugar control. For portion control, aim for 1 to 1.5 cups of cooked cauliflower per meal. This gives you the fiber and nutrients without overdoing the carbs. The best way to cook cauliflower for maximum benefit is to steam it gently for 5 to 7 minutes. This preserves its glucosinolates and vitamin C. Roasting cauliflower at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for 20 minutes with a drizzle of olive oil and a sprinkle of turmeric is another fantastic way to boost its anti-inflammatory power. And here's something to keep in mind. Cauliflower can cause gas or bloating for some people, especially if eaten in large amounts. If that's the case for you, try smaller portions or pair it with ginger or fennel to ease digestion. Fourth on list, spinach. Spinach isn't just a leafy green. It's a nutrient powerhouse that can help stabilize blood sugar and protect against diabetes complications. A half cup of cooked spinach, about 90 grams, has only 21 calories, 3.4 grams of total carbohydrates, 2.2 grams of fiber, and 2.7 grams of protein. The glycemic index of spinach is almost negligible, practically zero, because it contains so little digestible carbohydrate. Spinach is especially rich in nitrate compounds, which help relax blood vessels and improve blood flow, critical for preventing diabetic complications like nerve damage and kidney strain. Research shows that eating nitrate-rich vegetables like spinach can help reduce blood pressure and improve insulin sensitivity, which may lower A1C levels by 5% to 10% over time. Spinach is packed with micronutrients that support diabetic health. 1/2 cup of cooked spinach provides 419 micrograms of vitamin A, 47% of your daily value; 14 milligrams of vitamin C, 16% of daily value; 69 micrograms of folate, 17% of daily value; and a staggering 444 micrograms of vitamin K, 370% of daily value, which helps with blood clotting. It also offers 290 milligrams of potassium, 6% of daily value, for heart health, plus small amounts of calcium, magnesium, and iron to support nerve function, bone strength, and red blood cell health. The antioxidants lutein and zeaxanthin in spinach also protect your eyes from diabetic retinopathy. For portion control, aim for 1 cup of cooked spinach per meal. This provides a powerful nutrient boost without too many carbs. The best way to prepare spinach for diabetic health is to lightly steam it for 2 to 3 minutes to preserve its antioxidants, or saute it in olive oil with garlic for a heart-healthy side dish. One thing to remember, spinach is naturally high in oxalates, which can contribute to kidney stones if you're prone to them. If that's a concern, Try alternating spinach with other leafy greens like kale or arugula. Fifth on list, bell peppers. Bell peppers aren't just colorful. They're a blood sugar-friendly powerhouse that can brighten your plate while helping to control glucose levels. A half cup of chopped raw bell peppers, about 75 grams, contains only 20 calories. 4.8 grams of total carbohydrates, 1.7 grams of fiber, and nearly no fat. The glycemic index of bell peppers is very low, around 15, meaning they digest slowly and won't cause a sudden blood sugar spike. What makes bell peppers special is their high vitamin C content. A half cup provides about 95 milligrams, which is an incredible 106% of your daily value. That's more vitamin C than an orange. This nutrient acts as a powerful antioxidant, helping to reduce inflammation, protect blood vessels, and improve insulin sensitivity. Research shows that high vitamin C intake may reduce fasting blood sugar by up to 10% and help lower the risk of diabetic complications like neuropathy and heart disease. Bell peppers also provide small but meaningful amounts of potassium, 155 milligrams, 3% of daily value, folate, 10 micrograms, 3% of daily value, and vitamin A in the form of beta-carotene, 117 micrograms, 3% of daily value, 13% of daily value, which supports eye health and protects against diabetic retinopathy. The antioxidant capsaicin, especially found in red bell peppers, has been shown to help fight oxidative stress that contributes to insulin resistance and nerve damage. For portion control, aim for about 1 cup of chopped bell peppers per meal. This provides plenty of fiber and antioxidants without too many carbs. The best way to enjoy bell peppers is to eat them raw in salads, lightly stir-fried for 3 to 5 minutes in olive oil, or roasted at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for about 20 minutes, which brings out their natural sweetness while keeping the nutrients intact. And here's a little-known tip. While bell peppers are generally safe if you have acid reflux or sensitive digestion, eating large amounts raw may cause discomfort. In that case, lightly cooking them can make them easier to digest. And now let's move on to the 5 worst vegetables for diabetics. First on list, potatoes. Potatoes may be a staple on dinner tables, but for people with diabetes, they can be one of the trickiest vegetables to manage. A medium-sized baked white potato, about 5.3 ounces, 150 grams, contains around 130 calories, 30 grams of carbohydrates, 2 grams of fiber, and very little fat. What makes potatoes concerning is their high glycemic index, which ranges between 70 and 90, depending on the variety and cooking method. This means potatoes digest quickly, causing sharp spikes in blood sugar, exactly what people with diabetes need to avoid. In fact, studies have shown that frequent potato consumption may increase the risk of type 2 diabetes by up to 33%. Potatoes do offer some nutrients like potassium, 610 milligrams per medium potato, 13% of daily value, for blood pressure control, and small amounts of vitamin C, 17 milligrams, 19% of daily value. However, these benefits are often outweighed by the rapid glucose spikes they cause. The high carbohydrate load of potatoes, especially when baked, mashed, or fried, can lead to post-meal crashes, weight gain, and increased insulin resistance. Sweet potatoes, while slightly lower on the glycemic index, still have a GI around 60 to 70 and a similar high carb content, which means they can still spike blood sugar if eaten in large amounts. If you love potatoes, portion control is key. Limit your serving to a small portion, about 1/2 cup of cooked potato, or roughly the size of a computer mouse. And here's something many don't realize. When potatoes are cooled after cooking, some of the starches convert to resistant starch, which digests more slowly. So a small portion of cold boiled potatoes, like in a potato salad, may have a gentler effect on blood sugar compared to hot, freshly cooked potatoes. Second on list, corn. Corn is often seen as a healthy whole food, but for people with diabetes, it can be surprisingly tricky. A half cup of cooked yellow corn, about 82 grams, contains around 77 calories, 17 grams of total carbohydrates, 2 grams of fiber, and nearly no fat. The glycemic index of corn ranges from 52 to 60 depending on how it's cooked, putting it in the medium to high range, meaning it can cause blood sugar to rise more quickly than many other vegetables. What's more, corn is classified as a starchy vegetable, which means its carbohydrates break down into glucose more rapidly than non-starchy veggies like broccoli or spinach. Corn does provide some nutrients, like 243 milligrams of potassium, 5% of daily value, 6.8 milligrams of vitamin C, 8% of daily value, and small amounts of folate and magnesium, which are good for nerve and heart health. It also contains antioxidants like lutein and zeaxanthin that protect the eyes from diabetic retinopathy. However, the high carbohydrate content of corn can quickly add up, especially when eaten in large portions or in processed forms like cornmeal, popcorn, or tortillas. Studies suggest that frequent consumption of starchy vegetables like corn may contribute to higher blood sugar levels, increased insulin resistance, and weight gain over time. For portion control, it's best to limit yourself to no more than 1/2 cup of cooked corn per meal. That's a safe amount that provides some nutrients without causing major glucose spikes. If you're craving corn, try pairing it with protein or healthy fats like grilled chicken or avocado. This slows digestion and helps minimize blood sugar impact. And here's a little-known tip. Corn can also be a hidden source of sugar when processed into syrups, flours, or snacks. Always read labels carefully, especially when choosing packaged foods, to avoid hidden sugars that can derail your diabetes management. Third on list, peas. Peas might look small, but they pack a surprising carbohydrate punch that can be problematic for people managing diabetes. A 1/2 cup of cooked green peas, about 80 grams, contains 67 calories, 12 grams of total carbohydrates, 4.4 grams of fiber, and 4.3 grams of protein. While the fiber content is helpful for slowing digestion, the overall carbohydrate load is quite high compared to non-starchy vegetables. The glycemic index of peas is moderate, ranging from 51 to 54, meaning they digest more slowly than potatoes, but still faster than low-carb veggies like spinach or zucchini. Peas do offer some important nutrients, most notably 193 milligrams of potassium, 4% of daily value, 11 milligrams of vitamin C, 12% of daily value, and 33 micrograms of folate, 8% of daily value, which support heart and nerve health. They also provide a modest amount of protein, making them better than many starchy vegetables in that regard. However, the downside is that peas can cause a moderate glucose rise when eaten in large amounts, especially if paired with other carb-heavy foods like rice, pasta, or bread. Studies suggest that eating high-carb vegetables like peas regularly, without proper portion control, may contribute to increased insulin resistance and make blood sugar harder to manage. For portion control, stick to 1/2 cup of cooked peas per meal. That's a balanced serving that offers fiber and nutrients without overwhelming your glucose levels. The best way to prepare peas is to lightly steam them for 3 to 5 minutes or stir fry in olive oil for a few minutes. Avoid sugary pea-based products like sweetened pea soups or pea flour snacks, as they can dramatically increase blood sugar. And here's something many don't realize. Frozen peas often have added sugars or preservatives in some brands, so it's important to check the ingredient label before buying. Fourth on list, pumpkin. Pumpkin often appears in comfort foods like pies and lattes, but for people with diabetes, it's a vegetable that demands caution. A 1/2 cup of cooked pumpkin puree, about 120 grams, contains 49 calories, 12 grams of total carbohydrates, 2.7 grams of fiber, and less than 1 gram of fat. The glycemic index of pumpkin varies depending on preparation. Fresh cooked pumpkin has a moderate GI of around 65, but canned pumpkin, especially sweetened varieties, can soar higher. This means pumpkin, particularly in processed or sweetened forms, can cause rapid blood sugar spikes that aren't ideal for glucose management. That said, pumpkin does provide some valuable nutrients. A 1/2 cup serving delivers 281% of your daily value for vitamin A, thanks to its rich beta-carotene content, which supports eye health and immune function. You'll also get 252 milligrams of potassium, 5% of daily value, for heart health, and a small amount of vitamin C, 5 milligrams, 6% of daily value. The problem arises when pumpkin is turned into sugary products, like pies, muffins, or flavored lattes, that pack in extra carbs and added sugars, making them a hidden danger for blood sugar control. Research suggests that while small amounts of pumpkin may have antioxidant benefits, the glucose spikes from larger servings can outweigh the positives for people managing diabetes. For portion control, it's best to limit pumpkin to no more than 1/2 cup of cooked, unsweetened pumpkin per meal. When cooking, opt for fresh or canned pure pumpkin without added sugars or syrups, and use it in savory dishes like soups or stews rather than desserts. Here's something many people don't know. Canned pumpkin labeled as pumpkin pie filling often contains sugar, spices, and thickeners that can more than double the carbohydrate content. Always read the label carefully to avoid hidden sugar traps. Fifth on list, beets. Beets are a root vegetable known for their deep color and earthy sweetness. But for people with diabetes, they can be a tricky choice. A half cup of cooked beets, about 85 grams, contains 37 calories, 8.5 grams of total carbohydrates, 1.7 grams of fiber, and 0.8 grams of protein. While the fiber helps slow digestion, the natural sugars in beets, called betacinins, can cause a moderate rise in blood glucose, especially if eaten in large amounts. The glycemic index of beets is around 64, putting them in the medium range, while the glycemic load of a standard serving stays lower due to portion size. Beets do offer some unique health benefits. They are rich in nitrates, compounds that help relax blood vessels and improve circulation. This can lower blood pressure, which is important for diabetics at risk for heart disease. A half-cup serving provides 259 milligrams of potassium, 6% of daily value, 3.6 milligrams of vitamin C, 4% of daily value, and small amounts of folate, 68 micrograms, 17% of daily value, for nerve health. Beets also contain antioxidants that fight inflammation and may support kidney function, but their natural sugars can still add up if portions aren't controlled. Research suggests that while beets may improve exercise performance and blood flow, their effect on blood sugar varies by individual. Some people may see a moderate rise, while others tolerate them well. For portion control, limit beets to 1/2 cup cooked per meal. That's enough to get the benefits without spiking your blood sugar. The best way to prepare beets is by roasting them at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for about 35 to 40 minutes, which helps concentrate flavor while keeping the glycemic impact lower than boiling or juicing. One thing many people don't realize, beet juice is far more concentrated in sugar than whole beets. A small glass of beet juice can have 20 grams or more of sugar, so stick to whole, cooked beets for better blood sugar management. Final thought. When it comes to managing diabetes, the vegetables you choose can make or break your blood sugar control. The best ones, low in carbs, high in fiber, and rich in antioxidants, help protect your heart, nerves, kidneys, and eyes, while stabilizing blood sugar and reducing inflammation. But some vegetables, especially when eaten in large portions, can spike your blood sugar and quietly increase your risk of complications like nerve damage, kidney strain, or even heart disease. The key is balance. Stick to low glycemic vegetables, watch your portions, and prepare them in ways that support your blood sugar, like steaming, roasting, or sautéing in healthy fats. Every meal is a chance to make a choice that supports your health. Stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more easy-to-understand, science-backed tips for managing diabetes, because your health is worth it.